If that waiter didn't get the biggest tip that has ever been given in the history of waiting tables, then I am boycotting this film. So Drop was directed by Christopher Landon and is about a single mother who goes on a date with someone she met online months ago. And someone is at her house threatening to kill her son if she does not do the things they ask her to do. What proceeds is maybe the worst date that has ever happened this side of the date in Fatal Attraction. Drop was written by the same duo who wrote the awful films Truth or Dare from 2018 and that Fantasy Island remake from 2020. So when I found out it was them, I went in with hesitancy. But I loved the director's last few movies, Freaky and the two Happy Death Day films, so I was hoping that he could control the bad impulses of the writers. I'm happy to report that this movie is a slick and efficient fun thriller that maintains its tight storytelling long enough that it succeeds as a popcorn thriller. If you overthink it though, it becomes really silly and ridiculous. Meghann Fahy is the star and she knocks this performance out of the park, selling the dourness of seeing her son and sister in jeopardy, but having to put on the facade that everything is okay with the date she's spending this long night with. Her date is the character that causes the biggest questions for me. Why did he not get up and leave on at least 5 different occasions during this date? He is the most patient man I have ever seen in my life. They do tease him leaving one time, but that wasn't until almost midway through, and me personally, I would have pieced out of this date at least 3 times by the point he was about to. Drop is a small idea that goes for a big sweep with its amazing camera work, beautiful shot composition, and the set design makes Chicago look more beautiful than it has ever looked anytime I have ever visited there. On a personal note that won't affect the rating of this film, everyone in this movie is high class and clearly loaded. She's a psychologist, he works for the city. She has cameras installed in her house that she can see on her phone. Meanwhile, I'm recording this review with a $30 microphone in my car. So screw these people. Anyway, the tensions in this movie are very nicely done. When the camera perspectives shift to overhead views, as well as side point views, you understand why it is doing that. It doesn't come off as just a gimmick. The way they show the text messages being sent to her on the screen is cleverly done, and the music added causes all this to become an efficient thriller that does its job nicely of being a fun roller coaster ride. Besides the male date not doing what I think any guy I've ever met would have done, the film starts to stretch its simple premise out too much once we get to some reveals. Without spoiling anything, I saw the reveal coming, and even though the marketing says, quote, everyone's a suspect, it's really not true because even average moviegoers will probably realize there's only 4 viable suspects in this movie, and figuring out which one or ones it is follows the rule of economy of characters, which states that movie budgets make it impossible for any film to contain unnecessary characters. So if you just put a slight detective cap on, you could probably figure this out with some ease. The last 10 minutes of the movie also felt incredibly rushed. I could feel the film running out of material for the simple idea and decided to just end it abruptly. And there's something with the toy truck that was very dumb. As I said though, Drop is a movie that is fun and efficient and will entertain on a basic thriller level, but it begins to collapse under its weight if you think too hard of what is going on. The one thing that hurts this movie more than how absurd it is, which I'm willing to overlook, is I don't know why these two people like each other so much. Whether or not you see chemistry between two characters in a movie is subjective, so there is no correct answer, but I did not buy the relationship one bit. I liked them apart, mostly Fahy though, who guides us through this silly story with a level of conviction strong enough that I have no hesitation recommending this movie. It's a good popcorn entertainment. I give Drop 3 stars out of 4. The character I feel bad for the most is the waiter. It's his first day on the job and probably his last after the shift is concluded. Okay, so Drop, what is everyone's thoughts on this? Please let me know. I'm so glad this movie is finally out so I can stop seeing the trailer they've been playing for like 2 straight months. Anyway, if you like this, please like and subscribe. Follow me on social media if you like. And until next time, I am Ghost.